Today, there are three things that are polluting today's society, and they are mostly within people. They are a set of character traits that can be changed, removed, switched out, or turned into something else so that it benefits the people around you more. So the three things I'm talking about is these three. If you enact behavior from each character trait, and yes, these can be removed. These are not something you are born with. Not necessarily. They are a subject of your environment. So the first one would be arrogance. Now, not arrogance in terms of you know that you can do that, you are like the kind of person who can get stuff done, and you've earned that sense of confidence through action. I'm more talking about arrogance in terms of you haven't really deserved the arrogance that you're portraying outward, and you're more so being a well, let's just say what it is. You're being an asshole, basically. When you're arrogant, you're being an asshole because you think you know better than everybody else, and nobody understands you, and you are basically, it's one of the most selfish character traits that you can have. And among the three character traits, this one is one of the probably the worst, because it basically means only I matter and none of you matter. You see how that sounds? That sounds kind of shit, right? So arrogance is something super shitty in today's society, because most people, they either feel like you can see it very often within women. It's like entitlement almost, when they go into the dating market and they do their career and they do their stuff at the same time, and they say like, oh, I'm independent and I'm this, I'm that, I have all this money, and now I'm just looking for a relationship. And they're 30, right? And they get to a point where it's like, you shouldn't be increasing your standards like the more you age, because you've gained more experience, and in the dating market, the women's experience is not valued. Like, if anything, women's inexperience is valued instead. So thinking that everything should be owed to you because you're a queen or you're a boss babe, whatever the fuck they say today, is just being retarded. It's being arrogant. It's being entitled. It's being just like, oh, I deserve everything because I was born like this. Or, oh, I'm just so beautiful, so everybody should pay me X, Y, and Z money. It's like, I was listening to this fucking video recently. I don't even understand how this is even fucking possible to get to that point mentally. Doing some fucking mental gymnastics at this point, where this woman was like, oh yeah, I'm so sick of the dating market. Nobody kind of understands me. I can't find a real man, and so I'm gonna be putting a pre-date and post-date expense fee if you want to date me. So if you want to date me, you have to pay $200 up front, and you have to pay for my hair and my makeup and my stuff, and I was like, do you even listen to yourself like right now? Like what the fuck is that? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean pay for my stuff? Like, we don't even know each other. Like, what the fuck? What is that? And so it is like, arrogance is completely intertwined with entitlement. Like, you think you deserve everything because of X, Y, and Z, and if you don't, you need everybody to fucking know that. It's like, calm down, bro. Like, the world doesn't owe you anything. The world doesn't owe you shit. Like, you have to be, like I mentioned yesterday, that you have to stop being the victim of your own circumstances, and you have to be the hero of your own opportunities. So instead of just saying like, oh yeah, I deserve this, I deserve that, just go get it. Just go get it. Just go work hard for it. Just go chase it. Go get it if you want something. That's it. Understand it. Have enough maturity to understand that you can have literally everything. You can have anything you want, but you cannot have everything. That's what you need to remember. So the first one is definitely arrogance. But the second one is being lazy. Being lazy, procrastinating, not giving a fuck about time. Oh, it's fine. Well, we have until this deadline to do it. We have to work hard, but we only have to deliver for the deadline, so it doesn't really matter. And you're permeating this sense of mediocrity when you're being lazy in anything, in work, in relationships, in your own life, in your lifestyle, in literally everything. If you're being lazy, like I mentioned yesterday in yesterday's video, I suggest you go check it out if you haven't already. I was talking about the fact that people being lazy is actually so selfish that it actually you become a burden to the people around you. And at that point, it just becomes a problem. Like, you becoming a problem to the people around you is definitely not productive. You're basically just becoming a leech off of the people around you. Imagine if somebody was leeching off of you. Just think about it for a second. Think about it for a second and just be like, if I had someone leeching off of me right now, even if it's something like a couple $100 every week, over a month, over a couple months, over a year, it compounds. It gets worse, right? So would you like someone to be leeching off of you for the longest time ever and not do anything and not be grateful for the fact that you're helping him, you're providing for him or her? I don't think anybody enjoys that. I don't think anybody enjoys that, you know? So you just have to think about it. Like, if I don't want anybody to leech off of me, why would I leech off somebody else? And then it's tied into arrogance, because if you feel like you deserve to leech off of someone else, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, you do not deserve anything. You haven't done anything. You are not valuable as a person. Like, what do you expect? Like, you expect everything to be delivered to you on a silver platter. And this is linked to education as well. If you're educated in an environment where everybody's prone to arrogance, laziness, and the third one, well, everything cannot work. Nothing can work. Imagine everybody's lazy, everybody's arrogant, and everybody is stupid. Imagine that. Imagine everybody's lazy, arrogant, and stupid. Imagine what would that do? And like, imagine the most extreme outcome. Imagine the most extreme outcome of those three circumstances. So like, people have extreme arrogance. They're super entitled. They're super lazy, so they don't want to do anything. And they want to procrastinate until tomorrow. So they do the lowest amount of work, the least amount of work, and the lowest quality necessary to deliver. And they're stupid. So basically, they don't think through stuff. They just like, oh, whatever. I don't really care. I don't even think about the future. I'm just in the moment. I don't have the capacity for this. I'm not even gonna think about it. I don't care. I'm just not gonna think about it, you know? Like, if you combine all those three and you put that into society, and everybody has those traits at the extreme level, I don't think society would work, like, at all. Like, I think everybody would just fucking, either everybody would get extremely angry or everybody would die. Like, it is what it is. Like, if everybody was arrogant, stupid, and lazy to like an extreme degree, I think everybody would die. I think everybody would just stop existing. Everybody would just have to just go the other way, like go the opposite way, because like your natural instincts of survival would just kick in and just be like, okay, we need to stop doing this. This is not good. So you are living, if you are any of those three, like arrogant, lazy, and stupid, those are the three things that are stopping you from doing what you want to do. Imagine this. You're living in a society and people have expectations of you in your family, in your workplace, in your fucking, literally everything. And nobody ever tells you these expectations. So whenever the expectations are not met, people get upset at you and you don't understand why. So once you understand why, you're like, it's because I wasn't great. I wasn't good enough. I was too arrogant. I was too stupid. I was too arrogant to care. I was too stupid to understand. And I was too lazy to perform what it is that was asked of me without even knowing that it was asked of me. So I think everybody should just work harder on those traits. I remember when I first started my journey 4 years ago, I was extremely arrogant. I was extremely arrogant because I didn't care about anybody else other than myself. I was just doing literally anything I wanted for the sake of pure, like, emotional enjoyment, and not really caring about anything else. Just gonna take a look at the notes here. Small cut there, my bad. So, back to the point. The fact that everybody is to some degree arrogant, emotional, and so emotionally arrogant, stupid, and lazy makes it so that society doesn't work properly. So why would we keep doing it then? Just think about it for a second. Like, what is the common denominator in being stupid, lazy, and arrogant? What is it? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? I came to the conclusion that the common denominator is that people have not been educated to think critically. People have not been educated to think critically, and that is a huge problem in today's society because it creates people that are dependent on others, and without even the knowledge that they are dependent on others. They don't even know that they could just be themselves. Like, they could create this persona, this character that doesn't necessarily depend on others. Now, depending on others is not inherently bad, but if you are depending on others for your own survival, it could, I would put that into question, because like, I would be like, okay, I'm sustaining myself. I can do X, Y, and Z. Like, let's say, take the most basic example. I'm a random dude in the wilderness, and I can sustain myself by just going out to hunt, so I get food. I can go out to scavenge, so I can get maybe some more food. And I need to build a shelter, and once I have the shelter, I can just survive, and I don't really care about anything. So if you take that into account, that person is not dependent on other people. Now, when you go into society today, most things you are dependent on people. You are depending on the supermarket to bring the food to you. You are depending on your environment, the people around you to bring the electricity to your house, to bring the water to your house, and you're basically, there are so many middlemen in literally everything. Everything is connected. And so it is very hard to be independent in anything that you do in today's society when you actually truly think about it. But if people took more time to critically think through things and actually thought and understood, okay, I'm depending on my parents. I'm living at their house and I'm depending on them to provide money so I can eat food and drink water and have power and have shelter. That's a lot of things, and it just stacks up and up and up and up. So you truly have to think about it. How can you be more valuable? Well, first off, you need to be least independent, least dependent as possible. You need to become more independent on yourself, and that way you'll be able to provide value to others and you won't be a leash as much. You need to, it's basically just linked into being kind and being empathetic towards others, because when you actually think about it, if you care about others, you will always be more independent than dependent, because being independent is working on yourself so you can help everybody around you. That's basically it. Not necessarily working on yourself, but taking care of yourself to a certain degree, so that somebody else doesn't have to do it for you, basically. And I think that's a good thing to aspire to, because to get to that point, you need to think critically. You need to think critically on literally everything. People that are inherently stupid, that have a lower IQ, there is always a lot of things they can do in order to improve their intellect. If it's learning, if it's putting more time in, if it's working harder, if it's learning from someone else, all that kind of stuff. I remember I knew nothing about what I do today in business, which is more tied to sales, marketing, business growth strategy, that kind of stuff. Not gonna go too much into detail, but I remember 4 years ago, I knew nothing about anything that worked in that realm at all. Nothing. Literally, you could say I was stupid. I was stupid because I didn't know. I was stupid and I didn't know, so I chose to not be stupid and to make a good decision to learn. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. And so if you think through things critically, being arrogant is fucking useless. Being lazy is not productive, it's counterproductive and doesn't help the people around you. And being stupid doesn't help you help others. So if you are less arrogant, then you're more empathetic towards others, so it makes people's lives around you better. If you are less stupid, you are more valuable as a person, because you have more informational value, you have more skills, and you're willing to go that extra mile, so it helps people around you yet again. And if you're less lazy, well, you're just gonna get more stuff done faster, so that just helps more people around you and yourself in the process. So if everybody thought through things critically, and it is not that hard, you just have to condition your brain to pause for a second and think. You can see it when I'm talking in these videos, and I pause and I collect my thoughts and I put something together, and then I find the word and I say it. That's what I'm talking about. Thinking critically is taking a moment, taking a breath, and just letting your brain come up with something, so that you're not solely depending on other outside sources to tell you what to do, who to be, and what your life should look like. So, like for instance, when I started my journey of becoming a better human, I remember I was looking at so many different people's perspectives that I managed to create my own perspective. And I was like, okay, this person, he's got this, this, and this. I like this one, but I don't like that about his life. So I wanted to get this in my life. And then I did the exact same thing for everybody I was looking at. And basically, it allowed me to create more of a perspective rather than focusing on one person. Like, for instance, I know a couple of people that are super into Andrew Tate. Like, I used to be, I understood like what Andrew Tate did for people and that sort of stuff. But like, I used to be pretty happy about the fact that he helped me get out of my shit ass lifestyle. And I used to tell a lot of people, and now I kind of understand, like, yeah, not everybody's gonna like him. I don't really care about that. What I care about is the fact that I noticed a few things in his life that I liked about him, and those things I would like to have. So I'm gonna take these things and I'm gonna put them aside in a box, like in a mental box, where I'm gonna be like, okay, these are the things I want to strive towards. So I kind of have a direction of where I'm going, and it's easier for me to focus on work and purpose if I'm thinking about those things. So I think everybody should do that. I think everybody should. You should absolutely not have only like one role model or one person you're following, because if you do, you're going to look exactly like them. I'm pretty sure somebody said at some point, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you only spend time with one person, you are going to become a copycat version of that person. It is the same if you have 5 different people that all look the same and you take advice from them, you are going to end up looking like them. So think about it. Do the 5 people I spend the most time with or listen to the most in my environment, are these people the kind of people I want to look like? Do I want my life to look like theirs? Do I want my physique to look like theirs? And if not, why would I listen to them? If you're listening to someone and they're not where you want to be, and they look like shit, and they have a shit lifestyle, and they're giving you advice, and they say, oh, you should do this, you should really do this. You look at them and you're just like, but why would I take advice from you when you look like that? Because I don't want to look like you. So why would I listen to you? Like, it's like all of these people that say, oh, everybody's opinion is valid, and da-da-da. And I'm just like, when I hear this fat, overweight, middle-aged lady with blue hair and piercings all over her face, and she's telling me how her opinion matters and I should call her they, them, I'm just like, why the fuck do I care? Like, can you explain to me why would I care? Like, I do not care at all. Like, it doesn't benefit me, it doesn't help me. Why would I believe something you believe if it's just gonna make me look like you? I don't want to look like you. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to dye my hair blue. I don't want to put a bunch of piercings in my face. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, I'm just gonna be me. You can be yourself over there. Like, have fun. Like, whatever, you know? But don't force your beliefs on other people, is what I mean. Like, think about it for a second, and everybody that has given you advice, do you want to have the lifestyle they want? And if their answer is no, what do you want then? If you know that, if you know what you want, and you are willing to go get it, you will be careful and think critically. Not being arrogant, not being lazy, not being stupid about what it is you actually want, who it is you actually want to be, and it'll make everything easier for you. because you'll be like, this is me, this is my personality, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, I don't care, bruv. Like, just fucking go away. Like, leave me alone. I don't know. I do not care. I think everybody should unapologetically be themselves and have a positive life and positive aspect on the people around them, because it just benefits everybody in the long term. Like, I have this inherent sense of right and wrong and justice and complete and utter sense of righteousness, and I know that I need to help others. Like, I need to be the good person. I need to be either the good person or the neutral person for the people around me. I need to become positive. I need to become the beacon of light in the people around me's lives, so that I can feel better about myself and I can feel like I can actually live my life. That's basically where I'm at. Like, when I was a kid, I remember people lying, and I remember how bad the feeling of having somebody lie to you and know it was. And so I never really... Is water on the camera? It is raining. And I remember how bad the feeling of lying was. And since that very day, I have always fought against bad and wrong and stuff, and never have I ever lied. Like, I don't know if you, maybe some of you have seen the TV show Lucifer, quite some time ago, maybe like 10 years ago, maybe, where basically Lucifer, the devil, comes to LA and becomes a police consultant, and it's pretty funny. But basically, he cannot lie. He is hardwired to not be able to lie. Like, it's not part of him. So I kind of resonate with that, because I do not lie. I do not lie to people. I just make sure that I say the right things at the right time. And if I don't want to say anything, I don't say anything. That's it. So to sum up this this quick video, don't be arrogant, don't be stupid, don't be lazy. Look at your life at where you are being one of those three things and work on it. Like, if you're being arrogant or lazy or stupid in some aspect of your life, make sure that you are working on that to reduce it as much as possible, so that you can benefit the people around you, is what I'm saying. And think critically on that. Don't just take my word for it. Go talk to other people, go listen to other people, argue with people, and come to the conclusion of what it is you actually want, who it is you want to be, and what do you want your life to look like. Hope this helps, and if you like these kinds of videos, make sure to share them with other people. I would really appreciate it if you did that. And yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment, anything, a question, feedback, I'm happy to have a conversation with you and just have a chat. Always happy to help. And I wish you have a great day, and I'll see you around.